people injured here. 2v2, Medean Cliff Mines, blue team. We have Zoukka as a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through cover and cannot be suppressed. Very good offense and disruption, fights in melee combat. And alongside him is Toilailee, plays a mech boy, teleporting commander that fights range combat, does some good damage, can also support, disrupt, build structures and repair. Red team, Kvek, who by the looks of the chat went random and got a Commissar Lord, good offense and support, fights in melee combat, begins with an energy shield. Alongside is Crazyman64335, who often goes random, so I'm assuming he did, and got an Inquisitor, so they both randomed Imperial Guard. Offensive commander, lots of great control abilities, can get some ranged weapons, but begins in melee combat. There is the Hammer of the Witches, stopping the Chaos Lord in its tracks. Starting ability of the Inquisitor, and it's a very good one as well, now firing upon it with her plasma pistol. She has a sword and a plasma pistol to begin with, and he gets away. 490, 498 early on, 2-to-1 cap for the blue team. Mech boy teleports out, and the Inquisitor will cap the contested power in mid. Orks going to push down the north, are they? Double shooters on Toilailee. We have triple shooters on Toilailee. Zoukka with a second Heretic squad. Kvek pressuring him hard early on. Has double guardsman, sentinel in between. Crazyman slightly different, same build, different order. Double guardsman and a sentinel afterwards. Tier 1 vehicles that can decap points but cannot cap them. Great synergy with guardsmen who repair it, and it in turn defends them with its stomp, which has been purchased by a Crazyman. Kvek also has his up. 50 rec, 15 power, 100 health boost, and the awesome ground pound knockback, a little bit of damage and a stun. Triple shooters though from Toilailee. How long are these sentinels going to last? Are we going to see the combi flamer from the Chaos Lord? Are we going to see electric armor action from the mech? There's the 1-to-1 cap. Is he going to push forward for this power harass? Look at this flank from Kvek. There's the stomp on the sluggers. Painful. Guardsman though, not the most threatening thing to have in your retreat path. Looks like he is going to full retreat here though, Toilailee. Yep, there it is. Took down the sentinel though, so well worth the model losses he took, I think. Here comes the Chaos Lord. That was killed a week. That was a special attack, and the Commissar Lord is playing this very, very fine. Does he have his power sword? Yes, that was lead by example, you saw that. 490, 482. Shooters getting some Daka on. He's got quadruple shooters now, Toilailee. No bleeder for these guys. These guys have big shooters, these guys have nothing. And neither of these guys. 490, 482, 1-to-1 cap. Guardsmen getting absolutely obliterated by Daka, but they do get away just about. And the Inquisitors wiped some Chaos Space Marines. Wow, Zoukka not paying attention. Does happen. Everyone does it once in a while. Just completely lose track of unit, completely forget what it was doing, and it disappears. Mech boy teleporting in, tying up the heavy weapons squad, is he? He's trying to. There's a stomp which misses, and that causes Crazyman to retreat everything. Sentinel will get away though, I think. South VP is blue. Commissar Lord is killing heretics. It's a 2-to-1 cap. North is natural for blue, and they have it. Kvek not replacing his sentinel, and we're just about to say he should go for double heavy weapon squads, but he's going for catechins here. I think double heavy weapon squads would really help against these quadruple shooters. But I suppose his main concern is Zoukka, who has some noise marines. These guys have a sonic blaster. This thing will shut down ranged weapons and some ranged abilities. Lots of nice good damage as well. Area of effect. Also shake structures to the ground. Kind of like a fancy flamer. Here are the catechins. Versatile squad, can counter melee, can disrupt from range, and can support with a smoke shell or grenade even. Toilailee retreating all of his shooters back. Center is blue. 2-to-1 cap for them. Noise Marines firing away. Down goes the Commissar Lord. Orks over here helping out. These guys gonna cap the south VP, yes. 2-to-1 cap, 4 blue steel, and we're gonna see a power harass from Zoukka. He has some Havocs as well to back up his Noise Marines. Lost his Chaos Space Marines, but he's recovering well here. Here comes Crazyman with his Inquisitor. That was the Catachun's improvised explosive going off. Didn't do a whole lot though. There's the shotgun blast. These guys have power melee weapons, so they're doing a lot of damage to the Chaos Lord. But he has that kill the weak. That thing is being nerfed in the next update, which is set to be Beta 7. Going to get its cooldown increased to 40 seconds, up from 25, which is a pretty hefty change. Warranted though, I think. You can use it twice in the same engagement, which can make the Chaos Lord a bit too strong, kind of pointless engaging him sometimes. If you can't do enough damage, there's kill the weak again. Those Noise Marines were wiped, by the way. You saw the Inquisitor using her Hammer of the Witches to finish them off as I was babbling about the Chaos Lord, and the Catachans take him down. Look at this. 4 models with 35 hit points or thereabouts. 487, 410. Orks, meanwhile, are stack it in the crap out of anything they can find, and they found a power node. Chaos Lord can be very difficult to revive him from there. Kvek not sure if the Noise Marines went down. Havoc's turning to engage these guardsmen and suppressing them instantly with that heavy bolter. What is Zoukka going to do now? Is he just going to tech? I think he should get something else on the field. Replace his Noise Marines. It wasn't a bad choice, he just lost them. Commissar Lord in retreat. He's halfway through level 2. Inquisitor's level 3. Doing well with the Hammer of the Witches. Chaos Lord was on his way to level 3 before he went down, which is pretty good since he didn't have his combi flamer. McBoy still level 1. 480, 407. Sort it out, Toilailee. Why still level 1? He's going to revive the Chaos Lord. Not so difficult to revive him then with a teleporting Ork. They're putting some serious pressure on red team, and good call from Crazyman. He's just splitting his forces, not tackling them head on. Going to go and take this VP, decap it at least, maybe get some power harass in of his own. Havocs are going to set up, suppressing this Commissar Lord, taking a lot of damage. He's going to die. There he goes. There's a Hell Fury strike pulled in from the Inquisitor's global bar. Damage over time. And Mines in retreat path as well. I don't think they're going to arm in time. They do take a while to arm these things. As you see, some of them being spotted, but that was a messy end to the engagement for blue team. Zoukka losing more stuff. Just got Heretics and Havocs now, and the Havocs just about made it out of there. One of those games for Zoukka so far. Pain. Oh, stick bombers on the way for Toilailee. Not a pain where you fall. Here they are. These guys chuck Orky grenades. Also fairly decent in melee combat as well, these guys. They have 80 melee skill, which is pretty nuts. One of the highest melee skills in the game, so some good disruption. If they're not killing stuff, they're knocking it over at least. Stick bombs in retreat path, not quite far enough. There's a stun bombs actually, trying to stun the sentinel, and they just stun the sluggers. Nice idea from Toilailee. I was going to say, I didn't think the stick bombs were going to get anywhere near far enough. It's because they weren't stick bombs. Zoukka now going for some more heretics. He's floating requisition like crazy. Should be rebuying some generators right here. Chimera on the way for Kvek. Crazyman with a Manticore. Now of course costs 300 rec, 90 power, not 100 power anymore. 480, 372. Catachans done a lot better than I thought they would. Thought they'd be shot down pretty badly by the shooters, but they haven't really met them yet. In retreat now, 475, 372. Improvised explosive goes off. Now we're getting an autocannon from the Havocs. Chaos Lord level 3 coming back out of base. There's the pinning volley from the crossbow bolt pistol. Some amazing crowd control into a Manticore strike. Solid play, a solid combo from Crazyman. Commissar Lord in trouble again. Seems to be losing health like crazy, this guy. He has stubbornness now that will help keep him alive. 463-372. Can Kvek make this Chimera pay off? If you can, it makes the Imperial Guard tier 2 incredibly annoying to deal with if you can use these things well. Good firepower when you have units inside. A unique thing about the Chimera is that you can fire out of it, or rather control the little last turrets you see down the side there when you're inside. He's going to bash gens. There you go. Bit of a delay. 446-372. Might be able to decap. Should be able to put an improvised explosive up. Do the Catratons. There it is. 446-37. And he set it off immediately. What happened there? Obviously a misclick from Kvek. Unfortunate for him. Here we see that Commissar Lord with his stubbornness, which is an amazing accessory. A self-heal and a damage buff. He can get up to a 75% damage off, as you see there. When you combine that with his melee heavy weapons, he can become a bit ridiculous. But what is he doing here? Just ran face first into about 52,000 orcs and died over there to avoid a Manticore strike. Nicely done by Toilailee. The shooters are going to get caught in retreat path though, and Catachons take them down. Warp Vomit misses, everything got inside the Chimera, and there is a Hell Fury strike on their faces. 446-360. The Weird Boy, an awesome choice. In pretty much every matchup has the bigger brains. You saw the over there. Really good at dealing with blobs of infantry. Has an awesome special attack, or basic attack I should say. And he actually does have a special attack, even though he's not primarily a melee unit. We have some assault kit stormtroopers for Crazyman. Gives them these very long range overcharged hotshot las guns or hell guns. And a fragmentation grenade, which is important because if you try to close the distance on these guys, a well timed grenade can really ruin your day. What's this? Stick bombs. Can he wipe his guardsmen? Very nearly does. 446-342. Guardsmen, no, he does wipe them. Over there to avoid the Manticore again. Beautifully done. Stick bombers now closing for melee on that sentinel. He's found a way to deal with that pinning volley Manticore combo without just retreating out. 446-342. Weird Boy getting a rear arm hit on the Chimera. Look how much damage that did. Must have been a missile launcher. Inquisitor's now level 7 because she's reviving this Commissar so often. He's got the flak jacket on the way. Tank Buster Barrage. Almost finishing off the Chimera there. Got about a third of its health left. Are we going to see the Beamy Death come from the mech? No sign of it. Chaos Dreadnought is on the field and it has the mark of Zinch. Very dangerous missile launcher. Excellent versus large targets. And it has that Frenzied Barrage which suppresses infantry and also does anti-vehicle damage as well. Knocks back things as well, I think. Las Cannon is up. Double Manticores there as well. Las Cannon's facing the wrong way though. Whoa. Blows of death from that Frenzied Barrage. There's the Manticore strike. Manticores do huge amounts of damage to vehicles if you can hit them. And that was pretty nasty. I think about 3 of the rockets hit. Mines drop. That's a global ability of the Commissar. And there is a Manticore comboed with the pinning strike. Heretics do not like Manticores, especially when they do not have their aspiring champion. These guys somehow surviving. They can get one-shotted by a single rocket if they're bunched up enough. 434-342. This Dreadnought is done for. Overextended by zoukka. Down it goes from a las cannon hit. Not zoukka's day. It happens, certainly happens to me. Wow, Crazyman lost a bunch of stuff. He has stormtroopers and double manticores and that's it. So this game is still very much open. Guardsmen wiped out here, as you can see, by Toilailee. And these heavy weapon squad models are in trouble. That's Kvek not paying attention up there. Busy fighting mid against zoukka, who now has Armored Inferno up on his Chaos Lord. And there it is, let the Galaxy burn. Needs to jump into the Chimera there. can't jump in when you're on the floor, obviously, and he's just going to tank the damage, it looks like. Just going to reinforce. Unnecessary losses there, I think. Patrician's doing well, though. Level 2. Reinforcing off the Chimera. 4-3-4-3-2-1. Getting into retreat path for some melee antics on those heretics. But the heretics get away surprisingly unscathed. There is all reliable in retreat path. That thing is very annoying. Level 3, they do get away. Down goes the Chimera's sneak attack ambush from the Orks there. Weird Boy throwing stuff into retreat path as well. There's a Manticore. Storm Eagle. Double Storm Eagle even. 4-3-4-3-0-3. Inquisitor trying to get close enough to use her Hammer of the Witches. You can avoid it by moving far enough away while she's doing her animation. It's not something that tracks after it started. These Havocs are still alive, almost level 3, have an autocannon Bloodletters now on the field and another Chaos Dreadnought on the way, bright yellow Bloodletters. Demons with power melee weapons that can warp and phase out. Very dangerous unit. Heretics in trouble here. They have an aspiring champion and grenade launchers, so they are not quite so squishly, which is a good thing with those double Manticores around, but red team losing stuff left and right. Kvek with his Catachans, which have done well. Crazyman with those Stormtroopers. Wow, losing tons of models down to 2. Toilailee has lost one of his shooter boys. He's got level 3 shooters though. That is painful. Crazyman going for some more Stormtroopers. Kvek losing a Guardsman squad, not sure where that happened. Commissar level 3. Trying to use Inspired Terror on Bloodletters, but they were in retreat. 4-3-4-2-2 have not seen him use Inspired Courage that much. And I think good use of Inspired Courage really sets apart the really good Commissar Lord players. Pinning volley into a Manticore strike again. There's some Corn worship, boosting the speed of Zoukka's units. Even of X's vehicles, which is nice for him. These heretics are going to wipe though. Commissar Lord should be able to finish this guy off. Bang. Halfway through level 3. Toilailee pushing incredibly hard. Takes down... No, he doesn't take down one of the Manticores. They're both still here. Over there again to dodge the Manticore strike. Awesome play from Toilailee. A Hell Fury went off as well. He's just going to rush into base. Stickbomb was getting way too close though. But they do get away. That was pretty lucky. Tank Busters. Wow. Demolishing that Manticore. And down goes the other one from the mech boy, teleporting in with the beamy Death Gun. Awesome, awesome stuff. But he does go down in retreat. Awesome play though from Toilailee. Crazyman. What can he do? What can he do to that? What can he do against that? Move these Manticores back as far as he could. Don't think he was expecting the mech boy to come in there. I certainly wasn't. 4-0-3-2-1-8. Red team now pretty lacking in terms of armies. Kvek goes tier 3 though. And they have not got good power income though. Bloodlet is just about getting away. Crossbow bolt pistol is a ranged weapon. Level 9 Inquisitor, and she will level to 10 because she's revived this Commissar Lord about 5 times I think. Shotgun blast by the Catachans. Chaos Dreadnought forcing melee combat. Does not have splash damage when it has a ranged weapon, which it does have here. Zoukka losing his entire army, almost lost all of his heretics. What he could nuke if he went to tier 3. He has over 900. Red Manticore, this time not dodged by Toilailee. Beautifully hit by Crazyman. Wow. Don't think he was expecting another Manticore so quickly. 398-218. Well, apparently Toilailee did try to use over there, but it didn't work or something. Maybe he didn't do it quite quickly enough, and the Weird Boy was knocked over by the first Manticore hit. Crazyman is tier 3, and he almost has enough for a rocket run, which could be absolutely decimating to Toilailee because it's a very powerful nuke versus infantry. 374-218. Red team with full power. This one is being retaken. Is this guy going to cap? There we go, he's refacing himself so he can shoot anything that comes close, such as these stormtroopers. He's switched back to the Daka big shooter now. Basically a more impressive version of his default weapon. 347, 218 just gives him more DPS. Lehman Russ on the way, Kvek. And it might do nicely if he gets the Executioner or something. Needs to be very careful of this Dreadnought, of course, so he might not get the Executioner. Vanquisher might be the choice. Try and outrange that Dreadnought. Support it with repairs. Bloodmaul up for the Chaos Lord, and he's going for the Icon of Corn. A very strange build, I think, versus Imperial Guard, to be honest. He's not really been engaged in melee combat enough to justify this Maul, I don't think. And the Icon of Corn just does not synergize well with it, since it attacks very slowly. Commissar Lord almost taking him down. Can he melee charge for another hit? Chaos Lord now in full flight will get away. 338, 210. Very strange Chaos Lord build there from zoukka, given the matchup. He's gone tier 3 though, so he can drop almost 2 nukes. By the time he drops the first one, he'll probably be able to drop the second once the cooldowns happen. Tank Buster Barrage on the Manticore, but Crazyman does spot it in time. Nicely done. Had to go on a Chaos stuff. Some Corn Worship. No, it's not a Manticore Strike, it's a Basilisk Flare. How many times do I get those mixed up? 338207. Bloodletters with their power melee not able to do a whole lot to this tank, but they're getting some rear armor hits here, and a Dreadnought is chasing. Kvek's gonna lose it. I'm not sure why he brought it so far forward there. There's a Purgatus. 338197, 2-to-1 cap for blue team. Such a messy game. Losses all over the place. Tier 3 now for Toilailee, a very late tier 3 with all those shooters, tank busters, weird boy, and that war gear for his mech boy is very late going, and he has electric armor now. Whoa, rocket run on Orks, and that's a painful rocket run. Toilailee lost at least 2 units there. Weird boy lives though, and this guy's level 2 and he's freaking annoying. He now has the warpath, which is interesting, since he doesn't have any. Well, he has sluggers, I suppose. Usually used for, maybe he's planning to get a knob squad or 2 out. Dreadnought being melee to death by Catechins. There we go. And there's an Abyss, ouch, which wiped out a bunch of stuff. Some Catechins in there, some Orks, I think. I'm not sure. Saw a bunch of stuff though. Oh, it's Kasrkin, I think. It was Kvek's Kasrkin. Pretty sure I saw 2 Kasrkin on his roster. Now he only has 1, and here they are. Don't even have the weapon expertise. These guys are range DPS nutbags. Insane damage these guys put out. Getting a price reduction in the next build as well. 329, 167. Commissar Lord being shot up by stealth, which is happened to him for most of the game. In fact, this is the Inquisitor. So obscured by those autocannon shots, I thought it was the Commissar Lord. Where is he? He's alive, amazingly. Level 5. Still with that power sword. Doesn't want to take on a Blood Maul Chaos Lord though. This guy's level 7, so he's done well. Probably most of it because of this Armored Inferno. Crazyman with a Bane Blade on the way. Kvek with another Kasrkin squad. These guys getting a weapon expertise to buff the damage of those hell guns. Look at the burst damage that they do. It's really quite frightening, especially when you combine that with Lord General buffs and things. It'll be really nice with Inspire Courage as well. Maybe that's why he's going for them. Down goes the Chaos Lord, takes him down. 323-143. So they're going to take their natural back at least, but Toilailee will cap north for a 2-to-1. Battle Wagon on the way for Toilailee, his favourite unit, I think. Crazyman still has double Assault Kit Stormtroopers, level 4 and level 3, and a Bane Blade on the way. Over halfway done. 1-to-1 cap. There's the burst from the Kasrkin, a grenade attempt. These guys have crack grenades and frag grenades. Really awesome little unit they are. Usually overshadowed by the desire for tanks in tier 3 for Imperial Guard though. Mech boy being annoying. Where's he gone? There he is. 323130. Great unclean one on the field for zoukka, and he can drop another nuke or get some Chaos Terminators very soon. Needs 100 power. Maybe he'll do that with an autocannon or something. Make boy will revive the Chaos Lord, and that will level him. No, it won't level him to 9, I don't think. He's level 8. Good grief. Not quite enough to level him. Some very high level commanders here. Level 10 Inquisitor already. Aggressors, Mandate, and the crossbow, bolt pistol, battle wagon on the field, super unit for Orks. Trundles around, running over stuff and shooting it. What more do you want as an Ork? Put at least one unit inside and you get increased speed and more firepower. All of the guns will fire. At the moment 2 units are inside, you can tell by those yellow lines. 313130, Baneblade on the field, super unit for Imperial Guard, super heavy tank. Will take big chunks of hit points off that battle wagon. But will they have what it needs to deal with the battle wagon? It's quite quick for a super heavy vehicle. Tank busters are there as well. And they might be level tank busters. The great and clean one just sitting there taking hits. There's a tank buster barrage. You can get rear arm hits on a Baneblade. It's not like a Land Raider. We have some Kashrkin. Some plasma gun Kashrkin it looks like. Yes, double. Expecting Nob Squad perhaps. Or some Chaos Terminators. We do have a Nob Squad on the way. The plasma guns will also do a lot of damage to this super heavy infantry armor. Great unclean one. This guy passively damaging nearby enemies with some nasty abilities as well. Big zap gun shot from the battle wagon. What were those Kashrkin trying to do? We're trying to see what was going on there. That's the crack grenade. Boom. Whoa. The great and clean one vomit just wiping out those Kashrkin. Here's a Rocks. 298, 122, and Imperial Abyss as well. Baneblade lost tons of hit points. Here's a Marcos each Predator to finish it off. It's not going to survive this. Battle wagon also chasing. Great and clean one. Getting big hits with that sword of his, and down it goes. 298, 122. Blue team surely have this wrapped up. Lascannon getting hits on that Predator and takes it down. Sneaky Lascannon. His Havocs are still around, level 4 now. Now the Lascannon taking shots at the great and clean one, snaring its movement each hit. Sneaky Inquisitor trying to cap top, but here is a Nob Squad. And she didn't use her ability there, that was odd. Although she was trying to use crippling volley, but it didn't go off. Or maybe Hammer of the Witches, either way none of them happened. And Nob Squad with their Nob leader are very, very scary for Crazyman right now. Inquisitor, of course, can be very powerful versus a Nob Squad. She has her Bogartus, she has her pinning volley, or crippling volley even. Battle wagon now hitting base. 298, 122, 121 cap. Nob Squad has turned around to cap here. Lascannon getting shots. Havoc's there. Is the Commissar gonna die again? He lives. There's that vomit. That is scary in Elite Mod. The animation is nice and quick so you can catch stuff off guard. They're not paying attention. Heavy Weapon Squad just about getting away? No, it doesn't. Battle wagon coming into Kvek's base now, doing a world tour. And look at this. Here is the Mega Rumbler from Toilailee. That's going to one-shot that turret. That will take down the turret straight away. Almost level 10 this guy now. Down goes that turret. And Kvek is trying to smack the battle wagon to death with a power sword. The mech boy did go down. This is unfair apparently. 298.77. Losing all of your units is unfair. Kashrkin can't do a lot. If they had melter guns, they'd be putting some pressure on this battle wagon, but as it is. He's getting some more Kashyyykin. Here's a Leman Russ from Crazyman to help out, getting some rear armor hits now on the battle wagon. And it's getting the elite tank crew has a Vanquisher already. 29841. Inquisitor level 10, using her mandate to try and get mid, but it won't protect you from the warp vomit, and she is forced to retreat. There's a corn shrine. 29825. Double cap for blue, it's all over pretty much. Chaos Lord smacking on the Commissar Lord. Is he going to die again? This guy got to level 8 even. There's his shield, and he does get away just about. Yes, yes. Another Chaos Predator at the end. Getting Marco's Inch, but it's not going to be needed. Or is it? Nob Squad chasing off Stormtroopers, running for their lives. Level 4. They still have a single though. GG, GG. Some of the worst unit preservation of all time, but it was a hell of a fun game to watch. Some awesome Manticore dodges by Toilailee using his Weird Boy. Some really good Manticore hits from Crazyman. His Inquisitor was nuts, level 10, about 15 minutes in or something crazy. Not the best day for Kvek or Zoukka really, but Zoukka recovered a bit better. Had the great and clean one. How many times did Kvek lose his commander? We will see in the stat screen. Had double Kashyyykin at the end. Went through, I think he had 2 other squads as well. Look at these guys in midair. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.